Good evening. I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer for the Deviant Renegades line. This is my regular tabletop group playing in quarantine. But introduce yourselves.
Jake playing Steve.
Noel playing Benji.
Rachel playing Tamsin.
Mark playing Solomon.
All right. You start with quotes.
Yes, let me get this. There's a lot of quotes here. I have to scroll a lot.
Considering that, like, it was a combat, right? How funny could well, I guess it wasn't really
Certainly combat's funny.
It wasn't a combat. There was a lot of stuff going on that it was just organized like an action scene.
More from the beginning of the campaign.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Become the building, Benji. Eat other buildings. Oh, wait, you're not a bloody mess. Yep, don't have blood. There's holes in me, which is weird. My face might be a little flatter. Poor guy. He gets mind controlled and then gets a raccoon on his ass. Well, he does have his junk in there. He has other doors lined up in his office. Aw, how adorable.
Well,
Only you would write that down, Rachel.
What?
I said only you would write that one down, Rachel. Really terrible pun.
I'm really proud of it. If you don't want bad puns written down, somebody else should take one. Okay, so I just manifest new powers right there in the bathroom, pretty much. That I's new. The horrible power creep will come when we start trading our friends for powers.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, certainly my scar dots have been increasing there.
Yeah. So just to get it on the record, you are going to pick up involuntary stimulus, darkness associated with post-cognition 2 or 3.
Shadows of the Past 3.
I'm sorry, Shadows of the Past. Well, it is basically post-cognition. Okay, Shadows of the Past 3. Okay. So yeah, trading your friends for superpowers. Not a good deal, right? And of course instability. Still got that, but a little bit.
Well,
well, that is the instability was because of the okay. So yeah, you're in Charlie's bathroom. It's dark. There's his still relatively recognizable corpse floating in a bathtub of acid. It looks like whoever did this left in a hurry before the job could be confirmed.
You said that they maybe knew we were coming or something.
Yeah.
All of us are here, right?
All of you are here.
Okay.
Don't stick your hand in the acid.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. Well, maybe not all in the bathroom, but
Okay.
bathroom and slash in the office near the
Looking at the
bathroom.
door.
So
Well,
I know that we established that he was married. Does he have kids? I can't remember offhand.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I wrote it down anywhere. Well, at least that I have here.
Let's just establish it real quick. How many kids and how old?
2 and
Kids?
how about 4 and 6?
Let's just quick establish how many orphans we've created just now.
Orphan and widow.
and
You didn't
what
actually
level-
create the orphan directly.
Yes.
What was that?
You didn't create the orphan directly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, totally. Not your fault. No, that's I walk away from your responsibility in this.
So it's the middle of the night, right?
Yep, it's the middle of the night.
Aren't they home and asleep?
They probably would have been home and asleep, but you'd think that something like this would have woken them up.
Yeah. Should we go check and see if they're orphans or if they're fellow corpses?
Well, we might not be able to yet. I'm betting
Is it gonna-
something's happening.
You're gonna rip them into post-cognition land.
It's
Shadows
called
of the
Shadow
Past.
Path.
I know. I wrote the name of the powers.
Well, I can probably take a
Um,
look.
So yeah, I'm totally stunned, and I guess we'll somehow see what happened here.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll say, "What happened here?" Or
And then you get an
if I can
answer.
talk at all in my stunned state.
All right.
So yes, it has the living history bit.
Do you also have the time narrower? The name of which escapes me at the moment.
For this, I will use my coactive power to bump it up to 4, so I can gain both of those.
Sounds good.
So then it would be within an hour instead of within a day.
Okay. Well, good thing these events are ones I actually want to show anyway. So, all right. So you are kind of at the moment you're all the various cats in the house. That's sort of the role you're playing for the moment. That will probably change as these events unfold. The way it works is that you are observers in this scene. However, you do have the ability to explore it and interact with it. It doesn't change what actually happened. It just allows you to do things like look at, I don't know, documents that are about to be taken out of this house before that actually happens, for example.
Yeah, you
So-
can interact with stuff, and you could even talk to people there, and like each of us could. Well, if we're all cats, I guess that's a little different. But like in theory, someone could actually be Charlie. Someone could be whoever's coming in. You know, all the different roles.
Yeah,
could be
That's true. Yeah, but since he's alone and I kind of want him to do his own thing for now, I'm going to leave you as cats.
Okay.
for
I'm
the
just telling
moment.
people what the possibilities are with the power.
Oh wait,
Yep.
we're all there too?
Yes,
I'm taking
you all
with me.
you all go in
Oh.
with him. Yeah, this was a nod at actually making it so that the play experience isn't someone goes on a psychotropic haywire ride while the entire rest of the party is just like doing
Waits
nothing.
Yeah.
So this allows you to actually interact a little bit more.
So all participating in viewing events of the recent past.
Yes. So Charlie is in his office, and it kind of second here. That's not gonna work. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it. So it kind of looks like a conspiracy theory sort of office at this moment, where he's got like pins and like this and string and everything and all sorts of news articles and stuff on the wall and on his desk, and he's clearly pulling together something very complicated that is well beyond just Ganunga Yap materials. And so he's drinking coffee and sort of doing his thing. What are you doing, Cats, while he is trying to crack whatever puzzle it is that he's been set upon? Anything unusual?
I'm gonna see what's on his computer.
Well, it looks like he's doing some research on some kind of weird cult called Malio in Draconis, which does not sound at all like Ganunga Yap.
Dragon Hammer.
Yeah, Dragon Hammer. Or Hammer of Dragons, which appears to be some kind of like spin-off cult of Saint Margaret of Antioch.
Is that the church that's across the street from our building?
Nope,
Oh,
not related at all. No.
Okay.
Oh, a different
Yeah.
church. Lovely.
Ganunga Gap is also on the wall. It looks like he's really explored that out, and really the like org chart that you have for Ganunga Gap he almost has it all mapped out. I think he's missing the association, but everything else he's pretty much pinned as what they are. Interesting side note is Ganunga Gap is like the abyss in Norse mythology, sort of the source of all, and at the same time a place of nothingness. So very mythological.
Kitty Steve is gonna play with some of the string.
Okay, that
That's up there.
sounds like a good plan.
I guess. Ooh, Kitty Thompson is going to explore.
Okay, what are you looking for, or what are you exploring?
Well, we're in a room, right?
Yeah, you're in his office. He has the office door open a little bit because he has cats.
Well-
Probably not as many cats as you are now, but enough cats that you wouldn't close doors tight. Unless you want scritch.
I'm going to go out the door.
Okay.
When you see a boundary, test it.
Okay.
Is that not
Yep.
the good way?
That's the kitty way. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just sort of wandering around?
I'm just seeing what is there.
It looks like it's a typical thing for having a 4 and 6-year-old running around. There's a lot of pictures and stuff on the walls, a lot of toys on the floor, and just sort of very lived in. You get the sense that he's probably, I wouldn't say abandoned his spouse to her fate in a lot of ways, but he's very clearly been very focused on this problem, and it's probably cutting into the amount of time he's spending doing household tasks.
Is there anybody else around?
No, it's late at night. No one is. It doesn't appear that anyone is awake, at least.
Can we tell that it's earlier tonight?
You see the clock on the wall, or a clock like somewhere, and it appears to be at about 2:30, so almost exactly an hour before you arrived at the house. Well, maybe a little more than an hour before you arrived.
When did he text me?
He texted you at about 3 a.m.
Okay, so it's before
Like 2:30.
he texts me.
Yeah, it's before he texted you.
Yeah, go ahead, Noel.
Benji Cat is in his office, perched at a window, watching the cars go by because that's what Benji's interested in.
Okay. You notice a van parked at the house across the street, like a windowless van, and it appears to have like some sort of a dish or something similar on top of it, which is odd.
Flowers by Irene.
Yeah, something of that nature. Yeah, flowers by Irene with the satellite dish. But no one is doing anything currently with it. There's someone sitting inside, but it doesn't appear to be going anywhere. It's taking a long time to deliver those 2:30 in the morning flowers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join Steve at the wall art to see if he had this cult on the computer. Like, where does that fit into stuff?
Well,
What's he been tacking and tying into things?
it appears that this is something that he discovered a little bit more recently, buried in some documents in the police archives that he's been accessing a little illicitly. Basically, it seems like every time there's a report that involves this group, it promptly gets buried in archives without any further investigation, which is suspicious.
But consistent with what stuff was happening with
Ganunga Gap, yeah.
the building and surrounding events. But this is, does it have any ties to Gun Gap, or it's just there was similar cover-ups?
It appears that they just both are using the police station as some kind of a cover, or using it to cover up their whatever they're doing, whatever they're up to.
I'll keep browsing the wall clippings and stuff, noting names and whatever I can to try and remember.
Well, another element that's sort of interesting is you find that there's a newspaper clipping of a organized crime ring called The Family that was broken up just a few years ago, and he actually was a part of that bust, a pretty significant part of the investigation, and one of the people who was on that was part of The Family, who is still at large, unfortunately, is a gentleman by the name of Cornelius Alexiva.
Okay.
So, but pretty much everyone else got arrested and went to jail, like, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Is he's part of The Family, he's not part of the cult, or both?
Well, there's a little string that very tenuously attaches to Malio and Draconis, which seems to imply that there's some kind of connection, but you're not sure whether it's these are both completely separate conspiracies that are have some sort of thing in common, or whether one is a part of another or was part of another. It's not entirely clear. The the family in question was primarily known for identity theft crimes. Basically stealing someone's identity, buying something, selling it, and then charging the credit card of the person whose identity they stole. Stuff like that. And they're also Grand Theft Auto stuff, stealing cars and things of that nature.
Do we have any pictures of this guy?
Yeah, you have a picture of him.
Okay. You haven't seen him before, right?
You haven't seen him before, no.
Okay. Cornelius Alexiva?
Yep. Alekseeva.
Do we still have deviant powers in cat form?
That is a good question, and I don't think it's going to be. I would say no.
It's super duper duper relevant for me right now because I'm just about to activate some if possible. Things like computer-aided processing data warehouse, where I can activate mental merits so I can remember everything. Things like that.
I would say no physical, but if it's a purely mental, establishing these things.
In the reading of the power, it's visions. It's not that we have actually time travel.
Yeah, you're just seeing what's going on there. But I will say though that for computer-aided processing, given that you're basically trying to grasp all the information in the vision, I'll let that go if you're basically just wanting to get eidetic memory. I'm guessing the one you're after. I think I'd be okay with that. One.
I also have access to things like investigative prodigy.
Yeah.
To do things like put together some of the pieces that he may be missing or something on his wall.
Okay, that makes sense. I think let's allow you to do the eidetic here, and then we'll put the pieces together after the vision ends.
Okay.
And you can use that ability a little later on. That okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Were there any other questions about variation use that you're really wanting to see if there's an option for at this point, guys?
Not really.
Okay.
Can I do things that a cat would do?
Yeah.
Like that might interact with the scene somewhat?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to walk across his keyboard
Okay.
and close the whatever window that he's using to access these various things, so that I can watch him log in again.
Alt F4.
Oh.
Kitty paws. Alt F4.
Good times. Okay. All right. Okay, so he utters a small curse, but he's not doesn't seem immediately clear whether he's wanting to log in right away or whether he has something else he wants to do first. And so you're not really sure whether maybe he's just going to call it quits for the night and go to bed. He kind of picks up his phone, makes to go upstairs, and then he stops. And instead he pulls out his phone and he frantically punches a text message and sends it. And then he goes back to his computer and logs in, and you get his password and stuff, his login credentials.
I'm going to see if it's possible to do things in this vision that, even though we're kind of in the role of cats, that a cat wouldn't do or couldn't. I'm going to see if I can just ask Charlie, what do you want to show Solomon?
Well, it comes out as meows at the moment.
Okay.
And at once you hear a slam of a door across the street, and it's not immediate. It's not like as soon as he sends the text message, this immediately happens. But a little bit of time passes, and someone gets out of the group of people gets out of the van, and a second van pulls up behind the first one, and a bunch of folks kind of clamber out. Now Charlie hears the door shut, and he peeks out the window, and as soon as he sees a bunch of goons coming up to his front step, because it's pretty clear that's where they're heading, he immediately calls 911. A sensible thing to do under the circumstances. He's pretty sure his house is going to be attacked, and the 911 operator is a gentleman who says, "Just let the nice men into your house, Charlie." So he called 911 and immediately got some agent of a conspiracy. So that's scary as hell. We wouldn't want your family to get involved in this.
Just out of curiosity, as the exploring cat, have I found a bed with somebody sleeping in it to curl up on?
Yes! The kids and his wife and kids are all home. They're upstairs in their bedrooms, tucked in, sleeping.
I'm going to curl up on the bed of the smallest kid.
Okay.
I'm going to see who these guys coming are.
All right. The person in front is very clearly Cornelius. You recognize him as Cornelius.
Who's that again? I'm blanking.
The guy he just said was part of the family or organized crime that Charlie busted some years ago, but was still at large.
Got it.
And he may have some tie to this cult that we aren't sure about yet.
So Charlie does something you find a little surprising, but at the same time, like, what can you do? He's outnumbered by a lot. There's probably a good dozen people. And you can take the roles of one of those dozen people if you want. You're going to get bossed around a bit.
What did he do with his after he sent that text message?
What did he do with his phone?
Yep.
Well, he used it to try to call 911, so he's on the phone at the moment.
Okay.
But he's just sets it down on his desk for now, and very carefully closes down the computer he was working on. Let's see. Let's see the presence of mind. He very quietly takes a memory stick, just a USB drive, and he tosses it behind. Where would you put it? I'm trying to think of a place that wouldn't be found if his office was ransacked thoroughly.
On top of a picture frame.
Okay, puts it on top of a picture frame, and with his family in it. And then he opens the door, and they kind of swarm in and do their quiet leg breaker thing. He gets a look from Cornelius. Cornelius is like really red hot angry at just seeing this guy. That anger. Charlie is a conviction touchstone for Cornelius. What's his thing? Oh, worth noting, Cornelius has an eye patch. Other than that, he looks relatively normal.
I'm going to jump into one of the goons that has been ordered to gather up the stuff.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
All right. So they're doing take all the documents and hauling them into the van routine. And they're at this for probably, go ahead.
I'm getting under some legs.
You're just going to try to delay them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That this is
some
enough.
cats do.
Yeah.
We could actually stop this.
Yeah, we don't change history.
That's
So-
still fun.
It is
Yeah.
fun.
I'm going to continue. I'm
Playing
going
guard cat. Huh?
to start purring on the kid. No. I'm trying to soothe the kid. I'm not happy about what's going on.
I know. I knew what you meant. You're only mean to your enemies, Rachel, and everyone else's
Only-
friends.
Line, Eric.
Creating white noise so the littlest kid doesn't wake up and come out into the hallway.
Yep. Purr. It's impossible to get up when you have a purring cat snuggling against you. Those are the rules of the universe.
It's true. It's very difficult to do that. And after a little bit of time, after they start ransacking everything, two more people get out of the van. There's a goon who is pushing a blue-skinned gentleman in a wheelchair.
Blue skin, huh?
Yes, his skin is blue. What? You kind of froze there, Rachel.
Oh,
No, you froze.
Well,
Well, everybody
everyone
froze.
No, it's
Yeah, it's you.
It's us.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, yes, blue skinned. Okay, were you asking a question about blue skin?
Oh, I was just making sure I heard you correctly.
Skin is
Blue, not
blue.
blue.
Very blue.
It is
Yes.
blue and of a normal tightness.
That's racist.
I don't even know what that would entail.
Well, I put it as loose-skinned at first.
Oh,
and
loose skin, yeah, and no, not so much loose, just blue.
just blue.
Yep.
Maybe he could have wings of skin. I don't know.
Wings of skin.
Jowls.
And so he comes into the room and sort of tucks. You should have listened to your police chief and not looked into this.
The blue guy said that?
Yes. By the time you're through, though, you will have no memory of anything touching upon the web of pain. And you will be happier without that knowledge. And Charlie is held down, and the blue-skinned guy touches his head, and you get the sense that like something big is happening, and Charlie's brain is being deeply fuckered. And you just see like at one point he pauses for a minute and turns to Cornelius and says, "When I'm done, I want you to get him comfortably in his chair, fell asleep there, put things to right as much as possible, and leave. You are not to harm anyone else in the house, including him." And Cornelius gives a nod, but as soon as this blue-skinned guy looks away, you see just that hatred, that just bottomless hatred for Charlie that is blooming in Victor's eye, or in Cornelius's eyes. And the blue-skinned guy continues doing his thing. I understand that I'm sure you're looking at stuff, Noel.
Yeah, I'm kind of cataloging it as I put it in boxes.
Okay.
I probably brought in like a duffel bag or something that I'm sticking stuff in, but I'm making sure to look at everything first.
You get a whole bunch of raw information before the blue-skinned gentleman suddenly just looks at each of you who are in this scenario, and specific, very, very hard at the cat that is Soul, says, "Oh, this is very clever, but you should not try to spy on me. Give me a Clash of Wills, Marco."
Is that? Oh, I should go get my dice. I guess they're upstairs. I will use Rachel's dice. So if I do bad, it's her fault.
All right.
Those are
Is that
dice with
acclamation
shape.
plus dots or something like that?
Oh no, it's
Dots and variation.
Yeah, what am I rolling? I haven't had to do this.
Oh, let me double check. I believe that you're correct. That it is acclamation plus scar finesse plus dots, but I'm just let me double check. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for.
Not like it's going to be a mystery.
Yeah, it's
how he
magnitude of
ended up.
variation. Yeah, magnitude of variation plus acclamation.
Magnitude of the variation and acclamation, which you don't have. Does stubborn resolve come into play? Because it's not using a resistance attribute, so maybe I don't know.
It isn't a social element. No. Let me check one thing on your variation briefly. No, you're involuntary. So okay, yeah, it's just flat out your magnitude, which is 4 right now. Remember, so.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Well, I have an 8 and 2 1s and a 3.
Oh, yeah, well, it's one success, but yeah, he manages to kick you out of the out of the Shadows of the Past ability. Fate's Agent. So even when he's a shadow of the past, he still has that ability, or would have had that ability, so he can kick people out or use effectively dispellation on people who are trying to spy on him in that sort of situation. Fun, huh? Doesn't protect all his buddies, but it protects him.
So I'm going to guess if he gets kicked out, we get kicked out.
Oh yeah, it's all linked to him. But it wasn't like you got nothing out of that. You got a lot of information.
Right.
We're pretty sure who put him in the tub of acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we should probably retrieve that thing that he put on the picture frame, if there is still a thing on a picture frame.
There is.
Probably check upstairs.
Yep.
And
Quietly.
I'm going to turn into a cat.
hey,
Ah.
No cat fights.
All right.
does he
You trying
have like door cam kind of stuff that might have been able to see the vans?
Not the vans. It appears that they parked far enough out of range of that. Probably would have gotten a glimpse of the goons coming up.
Well, we saw them. We didn't see like the van license plates and stuff like that, which is
No.
what I was thinking
No.
of.
Oh, no, might have. He was involved with trying to pack everything up.
I was a cat at the time. If I can see in the dark, then I probably did see the.
Well, you also being the goon and packing up all the bags, so you may have moved a load over to the van.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Makes sense.
Are Rachel and Marco actually frozen? Okay, no, they moved. They moved all of a sudden.
I guess I don't know. It's us.
I felt like I was moving around there. We might have froze a little bit. I don't know.
that's what I'm.
You guys should just do a little dance every once in a while so we can tell.
You can't expect parents
Internet.
to do any unnecessary movements.
All right.
Well-
So that was new.
What just happened?
Uh,
Guess what? They're home. They're fine. They're asleep for now.
Yeah, we should maybe be quiet.
Should we freak out about this outside once we get everything we need?
yeah.
And make sure we leave no DNA?
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm going to go ahead and find wherever the cam footage is that just saw us coming up to the door and just erase the whole thing.
Hey, good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. You know how Gununga Gap has that like agreement where they sell all of the various secure footage to, not sell, but like basically give it to the police for use in criminal things. It's the same company. So the bad news is it's not stored locally. It's on the server that is held by Gununga Gap. The good news is
The police aren't going to use it against us because we're the enemy.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Well,
yeah, let's get out of here after we, grab that USB and whatever looks grabbable.
Yeah.
wait.
I think just the USB, right? Because they took just about everything else that we would want, right?
So, question: should we just leave his family to develop, not develop, well, yes, develop bad things, but discover him naturally, worrying that one of his kids might find him first? Or should we maybe wife a wake up and just let her know, because you know these people.
FYI, you may want to skip the bath this morning.
Hey, person who can turn into a cat, go jump on her face.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't want to seem like, there's extra foul play. I mean, like, we want to try and stay out of it.
Or we lock the bathroom door.
We can do that if there's a way to do that. Can it be locked from the outside?
Not from the outside, but
Cosmo could do it.
Oh, you could just ooze under it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose there's that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you are able to lock from the inside and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So this way, at least one of the kids is less likely to stumble upon it.
yeah.
And then, yeah.
Good times.
Stairs and
All right. I'm gonna lock the door.
and then go vomit in the street.
And then I'm going to turn into a cat.
Okay. And then you're going to go wake up mom.
Wait, hold on. I'm either locking the door or I'm waking up mom, or am I doing both?
I say just lock the door.
I'm just locking the door. I'm still turning into a cat because the world seems simpler when you're a cat somehow.
The rest of us are out in the car by now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wiping my forehead, going, "Oh man, I am so glad that nobody suggested we put the acid body in my car."
You get
I'm
it
not saying that
Yeah.
out loud.
that you like seriously.
No, I'm not saying that out loud. I'm just
So,
we're driving right now.
yeah.
Gotta find this Cornelius guy.
What just happened? No.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm drawing a blank on what's going on now.
I'm pretty sure that was I a cat? I know that's Tamsin's thing, but I think I was a cat.
You get used to it.
I think we were seeing from some vantage point, I guess, what happened.
That was
I
weird.
haven't done that before, so it's a little new to me. And unsettling.
What I mean, I think I got a lot of information. A lot.
Good, because we need to try and recreate. He was going to show me all this stuff before he was, murdered. And memory wiped?
Yeah, it kind of looked like he wasn't supposed to be murdered.
Why? I mean, that guy seemed to really hate him.
Yeah, I fill you in on his history.
Did you see his wall? There is a lot more going on than just the company.
That's what he had texted me, is that he was uncovering this, going well beyond what we kind of thought.
Did we get to of his wall?
As a cat.
Huh? Did you tear apart
the
his
wall
wall?
was gone when we did we actually?
Yes.
Okay, the wall was gone. Okay.
Yeah, all of the like speculation, all the information and files that they could possibly get their hands on, they took. They took the computer, they took everything. But that's the only,
you guys,
yeah.
I remember how I can do those brain tricks sometimes. I think I
No.
did that
Yeah.
while I was a cat, and I think I got all of it.
Well, that's
Well, an off chance it can stick. Let's go download you ASAP. Recreate whatever we can recreate here. While I clear out one of my touchstones and shove Cornelius in there.
Wait, so John, can we do this so you can add somebody else in there?
No, I think I'll put my grudge against the power plant on hold.
Yep, it does seem like Cornelius is an easier foe to destroy without accidentally releasing deadly radiation on the local town.
Yeah.
You mean like
Well,
what I do know?
And that's totally what we want to do right now is get exciting new enemies.
So that blue dude obviously seemed pretty strong, and yet Cornelius just went against his wishes. That seems
Risky.
yeah, risky, interesting.
Maybe the blue dude isn't as powerful as he seems.
If they work together, I'm sure he's gonna find out pretty quick.
Maybe Cornelius is more important than he seems.
Hey, do I know who the blue guy was, Eric, from the wall?
No, this was not a character who was like identified. Obviously some kind of devoted, but you didn't get that. Like he had just started delving into the Malio and Draconis, like not very long before these events.
Okay.
They must have gotten wind of it real fast and gotten really nervous about it. You do get a little bit more information about what they like, kind of their shtick. And that's they were founded by an Eastern Orthodox cult devoted to or dedicated to St. Margaret of Antioch, who was known for being eaten by a dragon, getting out of the dragon, and then killing the dragon with a hammer. That's your iconography.
Question. When you say hammer, are we talking like Warhammer or are we talking like tack hammer?
When I haven't seen a whole lot of the art because I wasn't delving that deeply into the research, but there was definitely one picture where it just looks like a carpenter's hammer. So this is a serious lady with her hammers, whatever it was. They do engage in the divergence, specifically with the intent to find and destroy dragons and demons.
That seems admirable.
Huh?
Yes.
That seems like a worthy goal.
Yeah, it seems like a worthy goal. You only have one friend who's a demon.
I was gonna say, as long as you don't happen to be working with someone who's a demon.
And they have like this thing of lore, which I don't think Charlie couldn't really make heads or tails of like this idea of like these wells where of corrupted angelic power, corrupted divine power that like sort of seep into the earth and deposit and pool, and demons feast upon these springs of unholy energy. That sounds like ether. It sounds like the same stuff that like Serendipitous Gardens like spits out like a lot. And that you got a sense that maybe Zechariah is using you to get some of that in some way. So they like to like sit at these springs and use them as a way of trapping demons, luring them to their dooms. Gosh, I hope that none of that information that he collected on Gununga Gap is sufficient to identify the fact that it has an ether well in it. in Serendipitous Gardens, because
I was gonna say,
otherwise this conspiracy is really going to want to take over.
like Gunga Gap would already be a sub conspiracy of this conspiracy if that wasn't already the case.
Well, okay, so hang on. What connection did Charlie make between Serendipitous Gardens and the rest of what he saw going on? Like how are they connected?
Well, he basically investigated all the stuff that Soul told him about, like the murdering people and then like disposing of the bodies in not very efficient ways.
Okay,
but you relying
it's
on
just through the police, like Charlie was like working outward from the police, and that was the only connection.
initially, yeah. And as far as like the connection between the two conspiracies, Malio and Draconis has a bunch of members of the police who are parts of the cult, including the police chief, but also like the head of their police union, local police union, and all about destroy the dragons and the demons. And so when Charlie started snooping around about that and starting delving into that group, it attracted their immediate and full attention.
Okay, so it actually wasn't anything about Gab that caused this to occur. It's just that we now may be on this other group's radar because of connections that he made through the police department.
Correct.
Okay, that's a problem. Like that's a problem big enough that we might even consider telling them.
Which them?
Gunga Gab. Because this might be a problem immediately. I think we probably need to talk to Zechariah right away.
Yeah, Zechariah is probably not going to be on their side.
No, he's not. But we might have to, like. So what I'm worried about is Group O thugs showing up at our door, and we are not going to have the firepower to stop them if they came.
You're saying I should carry a rifle?
Well, that's a good start.
Good practice.
And maybe keep it under the desk as opposed to in your apartment next time. But I'm worried about them coming after us like pretty quick here.
They have to get in line.
How
You also have a bunch of renegades after you do.
There's a queue.
There is a queue.
Question. Was Jared tagging along with us, or was he actually minding his own business?
That is a really fucking good point.
That is a good question.
Oh my God.
The defenses have been breached, and so he could have been up to his things.
Holy shit, he could have been in the car with us and we would have never known.
He could be in the car with us right now.
He still wouldn't know about the cult stuff though, because he wouldn't have come along on the trip.
The trip. Yeah. I'm going to say
how
that
do we know that?
Yeah, that's my question.
Good Lord.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have.
I call make it be that way.
All
That's
right,
too fucking interesting.
I will give you a beat for that too, because that was not something I would have forced upon you.
Rachel, that's amazing. It's a complication, but it's also like something that is going to, put us on the same side as one of our enemies for the moment.
Yeah, it's sort of like on one hand, this would complicate other things. On the other hand, maybe we don't need to tell them because they already know because we're right here.
Well, yeah, and I suppose There is part of me that wonders which one is worse to have running the well, because
I'm also since it was dark, and it is an involuntary.
Am I seeing something else now?
He was also seeing all of the stuff. He was a cat too.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's what we're saying is
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I was wondering if there was an extra cat.
I guess
Count the
what I'm saying
cats.
is
Like count
I
the
guess what I'm
feathers.
saying is the question is, do we actually want to side with Gananga Gap, or do we just want to bide our
Not.
time?
Well, okay,
Well-
see, and
I don't want to aid Gananga Gap.
okay, right now we control the well. I just want to be really clear about that. Like,
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
and our short-term goals are to formalize that by splitting off from I'm not sure if this is something that any of us have articulated, or whatever, but in the grand scheme of things, we're trying to take more permanent control of it. Our characters are doing that by, taking down the conspiracy like that, but I mean, we are kind of our own devoted at this point, because what we've discovered is that some part of this operation needs to continue for the world to continue, So
Yeah, I thought we were controlling the well to take down Gananga Gap, and not vice versa.
right, yeah. I mean, that's what our characters want. I'm just saying from kind of a player perspective, it's kind of the reverse of that.
Oh, okay.
So like we talked about last week, like, hey, if we take down data management or whatever, we are now an island of our own conspiracy, effectively.
True. Yeah.
So
Do that.
If we could take out enough of our
Just a very,
other arms.
very small, weak conspiracy, though.
Yeah,
What's that?
that's true.
You are a proto-conspiracy.
We're what?
A proto-conspiracy.
Proto-conspiracy.
No.
Yeah. The way to formalize your proto-conspiracy status is to come up with some principles and a virtue and vice for your organization. Then you are officially a proto-conspiracy. But
yeah, we're definitely not there yet.
No.
But
No.
but I guess, like, I mean, I'm not sure that we can, like, I mean, maybe we can just run the building without being a conspiracy or whatever, but in order to defend ourselves from other conspiracies, it might be a good idea.
To establish ourselves as one so that we can have the proper standings in the conspiracy rankings.
yeah.
I guess.
Proto-conspiracies do not get conspiracy actions.
Need help.
That they can use on a regular basis. It takes a couple more. You have to have more than one node before you can start doing that.
But we need more supernatural aid.
All right. So we need another node.
Well, so I guess my point is that there's new and exciting people that are going to try and kick down our door, like what happened last time, which was what, earlier tonight.
Earlier tonight.
It was earlier
Yes.
tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
And that's a huge problem for us that we didn't have before, when other people were running the building. Now we're in charge of it, and so we've got to have somebody at our back, or we need to somehow become more, powerful enough on our own, in order to defend it against something at least as big as this new cult group.
Well, what if we made friends with demons?
That's why I want to go talk to Zachariah.
Maybe he has buddies.
That would be 2.
I mean, other than the conspiracies that we're currently aware of, which arguably are 2, the only factions that we know that might theoretically have enough power are demons and angels.
That seems like a dangerous attempt. Courting both of those allies seems dangerous.
Right. So I'd prefer to go along with the group that, I mean, Zechariah is a touchstone for me. And he's helped us so far. So I think that's who we should go to first.
Or we could try to find a dragon.
Well, okay. There is that.
We'll keep our eyes out for those.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering, because it's been a bit, and it might be a little simplification, but basically the angel side is trying to squish the universe and explode it.
No, they don't want to destroy it. This universe got corrupted so that it allowed angels to fall and become demons. And so the God Machine basically quarantined a parallel universe where angels could fall away from itself, so that in its own universe angels couldn't fall. But you can't completely separate the two because it will tear and destroy both of them. Theoretically, if the link between them is constantly growing and shrinking, action must be taken to prevent it from stretching until it rips or from colliding. Technically, if they collide, one universe will overwrite the other. I think you had gotten intelligence that suggested that your universe would probably overwrite the original, but
we don't know.
But you don't know with certainty now.
Okay.
We also know that the universes are currently moving away from each other. We measured that.
We were in the tunnel.
Well,
what's that?
Other than dismissing it, but yes. Yeah, the tunnel was, they were moving apart as far as by a small amount. Although that was weeks ago, so it had been maybe more by now.
All right. And the demons are, let's keep them separate, and the angels are also, let's keep them separate.
Well, there are 2 demons, one of whom the gene that is on this side of the universe,
Demon Gene.
Demon Gene, wants them to be put together so that this world will overwrite the other one.
Okay.
Zechariah does not think that that's a good idea. Doesn't really feel like he wants to be responsible for the annihilation of an entire universe. And quite honestly, the steady supply of ether is kind of nice.
Yeah.
So the infrastructure is good too.
We're not entirely 100% sure what Angel Gene is up to.
Yeah.
Because Angel Gene is basically just a limb of the God Machine, and the God Machine's actions are kind of inscrutable.
And it was Angel Gene that was in the office originally.
Angel Gene is who we talked to on the other side.
He's the one that demanded that you got a pizza.
So Demon Gene is the one who was in the office originally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm refreshed.
Okay. It's been a bit.
So one last question about the wall for the moment. Are there any other factions that Charlie ran across in the Web of Pain that are not something we just listed?
Yes. He did actually identify, I'm going to say 2 or 3 others, but I haven't fleshed them out because they don't enter into the story unless you guys want to drag them in.
Well, that's kind of the big question right now, is that, I mean, if we, if we are going to end up being our own little island, we might have to attach ourselves to a different group. And if we can find one that's not fucking terrifying,
Then you're in the wrong game.
Well, exactly. Exactly. Like, I'm talking from my character's perspective. I know as a player that is not possible, but
yeah. I mean, hunting demons and dragons sounds pretty benign. But someone who works for that faction has just put one of your friends in an acid bath. So
right.
Maybe not 100% good.
Yeah. The dragon hammers are on the bad list with the young gap and their selling of demon. Was the churchy people, were they something else?
The which one?
The mages.
Yeah, the church.
Shit, I forgot about the mages.
The people from across the street.
Yeah.
Well, they've closed up shop as far as you know. You haven't heard, like, they haven't come sniffing at your door yet, to your knowledge. So, and also you didn't really know that there was too much more other than, like, I don't know. I guess you had a couple conversations with his ex who ate souls, and like, but that world is really weird.
Well, the only one who really knows that, you know, like, much about what happened there is me. Because, well, me and Steve's alternate personality.
Persona. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, we haven't chased that, especially since we killed the only mage that we knew.
Yeah. And I don't know that that mage Steve would want to get involved again.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Probably
he
not.
literally basically retired himself and let a false identity that was like a facade to hide himself become the dominant personality because he's so heartsick at all the horrible things that he saw and did while in this world. So maybe getting back to the mages is not going to be. You might start upgrading your amnesia or your alternate persona into, like, cross purposes and shit if you start going that route.
Yeah.
It was another faction of powerful things that we do know about, sort of.
Yeah, you vaguely know that there's some kind of wizards, magicians.
Things go bad. Maybe we do need Murder Steve, but I'd probably not have that be Plan A
Yeah.
Yeah.
or B.
Regular Steve's pretty badass by himself, but Murder Steve has information that we don't.
It's true.
He's just probably not really excited about sharing it.
Yeah.
Regular Steve uses raccoons as a weapon, which you could argue is more terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll have you know, I'm the one who used a raccoon as a weapon in the last combat.
It's true.
Maybe we need to get some of those renegades back. Because it wasn't like all of them were on this more feral side. It's not like all of them were against us. Maybe there's more that we can get back from Gunungagap's warehouse.
We are in exactly the wrong position to do that, though. Because we are exactly the people they are hunting.
Just remember, we have this. So we know something about people like us that they probably don't, which is we know that touchstones can flip. We know that we can like,
love the people you hated.
because it's happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know that we could theoretically turn them onto our side if we needed to.
What I was saying is it might not be that all of them are.
Missed it.
Mark. Sorry.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, we lost everything you said.
It may be that not all of them are against us, either. Maybe it was just that handful from earlier today.
True.
Could be.
You could be so lucky, right?
Well, I mean, I think we should talk to them as soon as we can.
We still have one locked up in a room.
Oh, we do, don't we? Holy shit.
True. We do.
We do.
Oh yeah, remember? Oh, whatever earlier today guy.
Mm.
The
What
other,
happened today?
yeah. Did we know where they were being get after they got freed from the place? You don't know.
No, that was in a vignette, so you don't know in character where they are at.
We just know that they escaped.
Mm.
Well, I think that's what we should. Okay, so there's two things on the agenda. We need to talk to our prisoner, and somehow turn him to our side. We also need to talk to Zechariah because this shit has gotten way out of hand, and he's not holding up his end of the bargain here.
Which bargain is that?
The bargain where he helps us get even with this conspiracy that we've run across.
He's back.
He's been doing dick all for us lately,
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to?
and we need help.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll be right back.
So, okay, so
Okay, yeah, never mind.
we need to organize a meeting with him for tomorrow. I think. What day is it right now? It
is.
It's weekend, right?
Friday night, Monday, Saturday morning. At this point.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I need to go in and call. Hey, come fix. We need it. Oh wait, no, you're the maintenance guy.
I'm the maintenance guy. What do I need to do?
Well, currently we don't have a door on the building.
What, a door to your office, right?
I thought we lost a front door.
No, at least so. Just got opened.
Oh, I thought he turned it off.
That was the door to your office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the door of the
Oh,
office.
okay.
Well, my office needs a door then.
Well, oh shit, that's right. Okay. We need to talk to Zechariah now. Not tomorrow, because they are going to boot up that laptop.
Oh yeah.
Pretty quickly here, and I have some ideas.
True.
Okay.
You mean the laptop that? Oh, the one that the Deviants, the Renegades took.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Zechariah has a backdoor
Yeah.
to that machine, and there's somebody that's watching it 24 hours a day, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? Okay, so I'm calling Zechariah's law firm, and if we got a number for whoever's doing the watching or whatever, that's who I'm trying to get a hold of.
Okay.
We'll see if this is actually happening or not.
Let's see. It does. There is actually an answer.
Yeah. Hi, this is Benji.
Hey, Benji.
So remember that back door onto that laptop?
Yep, tracking it right now. In fact, looks like someone is looking through the secret file again.
Awesome. Okay. What are they doing? Can you
Looks like
tell what they're looking for?
Looks like they're looking for all your home addresses. Any information they can find on you guys.
I wouldn't.
Sure.
Should we be worried? You're not researching yourself, I take it.
No, we just had a massive break-in, and they took it. Fortunately, we know that there's nothing there because we had the same idea. But what I'm curious about is whether we can put something there.
Yeah, I think we could probably put something there. What did you have in mind?
Well, I was kind of hoping that we could maybe find a way to grant them actual access to something important that leads away from us.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know, like a different part of the conspiracy.
Francois.
Well,
Old Melio and Draconis.
What's that?
I just said the Dragon Hammer people.
Well, sure. I mean, that's definitely one idea. I was kind of hoping we could point them at one of our enemies.
Like Francois.
Yeah, like Francois.
Or that.
Because if we can, so here's best case scenario. We took one of the prisoners. See, what we need to do is convince that prisoner that of the truth, which is that we're being used like they were trying to do to them, and we are not their enemy. But there is an enemy to go after, and we would sure like their help in doing so.
okay. And what information are you planning on giving them that would give them that sense?
Well, I figure if we can, I don't know, give them information about about Gagunga Gab, they might be able to tell that. I don't know, that we're not the big shots, like.
We could make files about ourselves as tenants, like, and detail what was happening to us and how Gananga Gap was happy about it. That'd get him on the right path there.
That's a great idea. I mean, that should probably exist though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Just a matter of directing their attention to it.
An observation log of the happenings of our characters as they were being deviated.
Right.
Deviated.
See, and I bet that stuff exists over at data management. It's just that we don't have access to it right now.
We can make one up though.
I suppose. We know that stuff has to exist somewhere, so making it up shouldn't be that big a stretch.
True.
What if it maybe there's some use of this new past viewing power?
What's that now?
Like, could I show him the past?
How far back can you show somebody the past?
I don't know. I haven't really tried it out.
Well, maybe we can try it out with that prisoner.
Well, maybe you should.
Like I'd have to, if we can think of a time that would be the most useful, then I can try and show around.
Okay. All right, this is a great idea. Let me finish this conversation with our attorney guy here for a second. So, attorney guy, here's the plan. Let's create some rudimentary documents and point them in the direction of where the real documents are.
Okay.
And so like, here's the documents, but access denied. You need to have access to data management, and then we'll give them the organizational structure of the conspiracy. Point them in the right direction.
Okay. No, give me manipulation plus an investigation.
Manipulation plus what?
I guess investigation, unless you can think of something that makes more sense.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna add willpower for this because it seems kind of important. Just out of curiosity, the information that that Charlie got about the conspiracy, that it wasn't more robust than anything we had, is it?
About Ganungiap? No, not really.
Okay.
You he sussed out most of the org chart, but you have more access to that than he does.
Okay. I was just curious, maybe if he had details that we didn't, that might be helpful here. But
yeah, he did not really. I mean, you guys had more inside information.
Of course. Okay. I got 2.
Okay. All right. I think that's enough to plant the level of evidence you need. There may be some folks in that group that question whether it was planted, just because like they meant for us to see this, because of course like there's so much other stuff that's the black box.
Right.
But they're at least probably willing to follow along.
At least it'll give them a direction to point other than us, at least in addition. All right. We'll keep an eye on them, and you can't activate the webcam on that laptop, can you?
Yes, but I'm like the back door that you made, like don't have the level of control that would allow me to like keep the light from coming on for it. So it'll like let them know that the webcam is on if they're paying any attention at all. Huh?
Well, I'm just trying to think of anything that could be more useful than potentially being able to find them, that this connection could get us from this point. I guess it could, we could use it as a communication. Okay, yeah, don't do anything for the moment.
Okay.
We might need that connection later if we need to talk to them.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to end my conversation with attorney guy.
Okay.
Saul, that was a great idea. I think we should do that.
The question is, what's going to be the most helpful thing to try and show them? Like, our mistake was they didn't know we freed them. That's one opportunity to show them that we're on their side, actually.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Like that I think that's the key, because if we can convince them that we were the ones who freed them, the rest of the stuff is going to be a lot easier to swallow.
I can give it a try, I guess.
Well, so here's the one thing that isn't going to be easy for them to swallow. We actually did turn them into deviants.
That is correct.
I mean, it wasn't what we intended.
But
But that's what happened.
They find out or can see or whatever. Another thing would be shown that it was sort of accidental.
Right. So we have to decide whether we're going to tell them that or not.
Yeah.
And I think we shouldn't. And just to be clear, this is a player note. This is where player and character diverge here.
Yeah.
Benji definitely thinks we should lie to them. And that we'll tell them what happened, but we'll not tell them that it was, they used us to do it, and they, leveraged our, our loved ones, and X, Y, and Z. We'll leave out the fact that we made it stronger.
Sure. No, I would be on board with glossing over our active role in the explosion of madness.
That would probably be wise.
All right.
We don't have to show any of that at this point. But I can see if we can show some of this freeing stuff we were doing for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that at least, if they don't go, well, gosh, you're our friends now, at least now there's doubt, and maybe they can start getting closer to our side.
Right. I think, though, that regardless of what happens, I think we need to let this guy go after we're done talking to him.
Yeah.
Like, even if he's still like raving mad, crazy, angry at us, we need to let him go, because we're never gonna get through to them if we do anything to this guy.
We could make it like a jailbreak.
No, I think we need to let him go.
Or not. Yeah.
I think that's the whole point.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you already ran him over with a car.
But-
Like, how much more awful could you be to him?
Right.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. But he got better. I mean, like the first time. Then I ran him over again, and
The less so.
yeah. But I'm confident in his ability to get better again. I mean, Steve can do it, right? So of course he can. We watched him do it.
Well, I mean, usually things aren't one-time things unless he has a slow recharge. But I don't know how I feel about rolling people under cars for fun.
Yeah, I mean, he probably messed up my suspension too. So
That makes it okay then. You're even.
well,
I ran you over, but you wrecked my suspension when I ran you
yeah.
over.
So he's
Fair's
lucky
fair.
I'm forgiving him for that.
I mean, all he has to do is wait, right? You've got to actually do work on it to get it back.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you, you're terrible people. But
So just so I just want to be clear. We're having this conversation not realizing that Jared is probably in the car with us.
okay.
That's fine. Steve probably wouldn't realize Jared was in the car with us either.
I mean, it's possible he didn't ride back with us, but it seems unlikely.
Well, maybe he fell instantly in love with the sweeping form of what's his butt's wife.
Mrs. Butler.
What's his butler?
Mrs.
Charlie Butler, Mrs. Butler.
Fine, what's her butler's? His butler's.
What's her butler?
Yeah. I totally want to name a character What's His Butler now.
I don't even know where to begin with that. I just don't.
Or play a super, rich, terrible character that named his butler What's His Butler because he could never remember his actual name.
Well, Watson Butler. Kind of close, but not close enough.
What's his butler?
All right. So yeah. Let's go have that conversation with the prisoner. I
Maybe
think.
sleep at some point.
What's that?
It is late.
Maybe
Yes.
sleep at some
Oh, it's probably like past 4 in the morning now.
But what if they I don't know,
Yeah.
try and break in and rescue him while we're sleeping?
Let's do it first. That's fine, and then we can sleep today or something. It's just very tired. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, it would probably be good to get some rest.
Okay.
Some people fell off buildings a few times or whatever.
It's been a long night.
It has been a night.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Running up and down the stairs.
Yep.
I need to call IT at some point.
Well,
New computer.
I would recommend that you don't do that until we decide what to do with the laptop.
Well, they're going to find out pretty soon when I stop answering emails.
Well, we've got at least till Monday morning.
It could be argued.
What day is it today?
And I just hope there's nobody coming in
It's
for
Friday night, Saturday morning.
Saturday
It's
morning.
Getting closer and closer to this already because
Yeah,
it's summer.
it's summer.
Well, yeah, we could go talk to our prisoner and let him go, and then
Then we can sleep.
Yeah.
And in the morning, pancakes.
Pancakes.
How about in the noon pancakes?
Okay, good idea. Pancake lunch.
Yes.
And this isn't even real and I'm getting tired. Right. Okay, so you're going into the unit that you left Saeed in?
Yeah. Who's taking the lead on this? Tamsin, you're the nicest.
Wait, I'll ask questions, but I'm not torturing this guy.
No, we're not
no one's
torturing him.
torturing this guy.
Okay. You're talking about running him over with a car. So
That was earlier today.
no, you were talking about running over the car a second time.
That was also earlier today.
We ran over twice? Yes.
That already happened.
Okay, fine. Still not torturing.
If you need me to lie to him, just tell me to explain something.
Okay.
The goal is we try and make buddy. I can show him things apparently, but I'm not very convincing with the talking.
Okay, so I guess we're using my entirely average social skills.
Well, I can take the lead if you want me to, but I'm the one who ran him over with the car.
Yeah,
That's true.
no, this is going to sound crazy, but what if Steve takes the lead?
Or since you're the guy who ran over with the car, maybe it makes more sense for you to like apologize for running him over with the car.
I'm sorry I ruined my suspension by running you over.
see,
Send you the
see,
bill.
see, everything that you know about Benji makes you realize that he's not going to be able to handle that conversation very easily.
Okay.
This is why I'm suggesting Steve, because I think Steve actually is more socially inclined, unless I am just imagining things.
No, I think I have. I mean, I'm 2s and 3s
For skills you're talking about?
for
Well-
social stuff. If you're asking social stuff,
So wait, if we're trying to persuade him, you might want me then.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes, persuading I will.
I can make him laugh. If we want to make him laugh, I'm good at that.
He's not gonna laugh, I promise. As long as I'm standing in the room, he's probably not gonna laugh.
Oh, I can make him laugh.
Good icebreaker as we go into the room, and then let the cat lady talk.
Should I go into the room as a cat?
No.
What if I pop out of his milkshake?
Why does he have a milkshake?
Good.
I mean, I guess I could bring him a drink.
Yeah, see, we do
then-
this good top.
Pop,
Like
it's a person.
Hey, just
That could
just
be the punchline.
just so we're not surprised at all. What were the powers we saw him use?
Well, so I remember that he was really good athletically, but I don't know if that was a power or if that was just him having a really high athletic score.
Was he fast?
Shot his gun a bunch. He was that was kind of what I was saying with the athletics thing. It could have been a power.
It
But-
doesn't seem like it was a superhuman thing with speed or anything of that
Okay.
nature.
He's just fast.
He has good stats in fighting related skills.
But he got hit by a
and-
car and lived through it, so that's
Yes.
probably
Well, he has a combination of anomalous biology. A lot of the ones that you have, so some differences between them. And he also was able to determine what was going on with the. I don't know that you have that information yet, though.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. He had goggles that let him see. He could see the demon and the angel,
Yeah.
and he was explaining what
Oh,
to
yeah.
wreck to the other person with the crowbar.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah.
He didn't.
But
he wasn't
he-
one of the ones who turned into a bird.
No,
No.
he was not.
And he wasn't the one who mind controlled the person, was he?
No, he was not.
Okay.
That was the wheelman was the one that was also the body swapper.
Gotcha.
All right, we ready?
Almost.
Sure.
Hold
So
on.
I'm taking the lead?
No, I'm taking the lead.
Okay.
But you can.
Be present.
Yeah.
Crack jokes to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
So you're waking him up at 4 a.m.
Ooh. Steve,
Yeah.
pancakes.
Pancakes. I like it. I'll go get some pancakes.
All right.
Once
And,
we
and
have,
we're in one of the extra units or whatever.
Yep. Very 70s.
I am going to. Can I try and disable the surveillance in here, or do we know that they haven't yet reinstalled the surveillance in the 70s?
I don't think you've had the surveillance reinstalled. It's been a very busy couple weeks.
Okay. So as long as we're in the units that nobody's staying in, we're probably off.
Off grid for the moment.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
Ah,
probably don't want to do it.
Cosmo.
That's what we're saying anyway.
Yes, Cosmo. What about Cosmo?
well, We might
Is it
want
trash
him
talk
along.
time? Your
We could, but
your support raccoon.
yeah. Oh, but someone's got to be at the front desk.
Yeah.
Okay. He only has telepathy and memory thief anyway, so and telekinesis.
Oh, so he could steal the memory of being run over by a car?
That's true, but not helpful.
I don't know that that's the kind of memory that like how much. It's like what, just 2 dots or so? 3?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Betting stealing the memory
But-
of us doing it would probably be beyond him too. Then
Well, so even if we could, though, if we're trying to make this guy our friend, the notion that we started off our friendship by stealing the memory of the time we ran him over in a car is probably not going to be the right way to start that relationship. Because
The
he's going
rest
to
of
go
his
back.
friends all saw it happen.
I
so-
know, yeah. So
It's
he's
a
going to go
fritzy
back
plan.
to his friends, and he's going to be like, "Hey, we didn't even drive with those guys. They're really nice." And they're going to be like, "They hit you with a car." Wait, what now?
okay. So instead, I'm bringing Bjorn
Okay. Because
with the kitty
pheromones.
pheromones
Hormones, yeah.
to just
Try to make this a little
Get him.
easier.
in a
Bjorn.
more receptive mood, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Bjorn is clearly the most personable of us.
Nice kitty.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's what.
Kitty can take the pain away, I suppose.
Yeah, and Kitty can make him maybe a
might-
little bit more willing to listen,
There might not be pain.
a little bit more willing to
He doesn't feel pain. You're right.
I don't know, less likely to kill me on sight. We're just going to give a feeling of calm.
All right.
Okay.
Like this is all cool. We're all friends here.
He startles awake when you come in and is looking wide-eyed at you.
Hey,
What
Not-
do you want?
look at that.
Not Bjorn.
This is the
That was pretty nice how you survived getting hit by a car. I've done the falling off the building bit, but I haven't done the car bit yet. Nice one. That's good. High five.
He's handcuffed.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, exactly.
Are you a cat person? I don't give him the cat. I'm just letting. I'm. You know, you do the thing that you do with cats where you sort of mutually decide you're done being carried. You release.
So it's who is in the, so Steve is in the room, Tamsin
Yeah.
is in the room, Mark is in the room. No, Mark Soul
Yeah.
rather is in the room. Is Benji in the room too? Everyone's in the room?
Yeah.
No.
Benji staying out. Which one?
Well, okay, maybe I'll stay out for the moment, but I'm around the corner.
Okay.
yeah.
With an earshot is cool. We figure maybe not
Not right
direct
away.
visual shot. We'll ease. We're gonna let the kitty pheromones take effect first.
Okay. Well, this would have gone a lot smoother if it weren't for the fact that as soon as you walk in the room and he wakes up a little bit, sort of irritated, Soul suddenly starts glowing.
Sorry, that
And,
happens sometimes.
Just like doing the whole like shining in the eyes. Like, this is like an interrogation. God. So
So can you step out in the hall for a sec?
Yeah, I mean, or I can just go behind the kitchen counter there.
Okay. That's good. Maybe we can find
Sorry.
a sheet for you or something to diffuse you.
Strobe sheet.
Well, it usually takes a while to kind of dim this down, but I'll, yeah, I didn't mean to shine that in your eyes, sorry. Truthfully.
what do you want from me?
Would you like some breakfast?
Pancakes.
I don't even know what time it is. God even knows. It's dark. It's It's late. There's not a sound. It's the weekend. I'd rather be sleeping in. But somehow I'm not able to do that anymore.
Oh,
You
that's
get the
not
sense
bad.
that when he says that, he is implying that he like actually like
Can't sleep.
can't sleep.
His superpower is that he can't sleep.
Maybe.
That's an awesome one.
It seems like that's a possibility in this game, in this world. So maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he just meant that he likes to sleep in on the weekends, and like most people do when they can get away with it. He doesn't have that option anymore right now because you just shone him light in his eyes as soon as he woke up a little after handcuffing him into a condo with shag green carpet.
Yeah, the building chose the decor.
Yeah.
It's a weird building.
What did you do to the others?
The others
Yeah,
are fine, I think.
ones that left?
Yeah.
They
What other
left.
ones? And you didn't chase him down?
Why would we?
Handcuff him into a room with orange shag carpet?
Well, I mean, I don't think we've done anything like that now.
I think 306C is occupied, actually.
What?
The room with the orange shag.
Oh, okay, I get it. He's making a joke. Funny man here, all right? Yeah.
This is a horrible condo, isn't it?
It wasn't half bad until, suddenly I'm covered in toaster parts.
In poster parts?
Toaster
Yeah,
parts.
if you cut me open, there's a toaster inside my arm. This is hardly normal. All my small electrics are somewhere in my body now.
Oh, that's different. I just lost all of my blood.
Yeah, we got a problem with
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah.
I make my hand go.
I also had small appliances explode.
Were you one of the ones that was doing that sort of class action lawsuit thing?
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
You know
Which side are
why?
you on
Because
here?
the building did this to us.
Well, we've mostly been on our own side.
At the moment.
Well, your
Go ahead,
buddy, the
Rachel.
mover, told us that your friend, the glower, and this other guy who fixes his car in the garage all the time are the ones that caused all this to happen to us.
He's not our friend. We want him dead.
That is true. We do want him dead.
Okay, give presence plus persuasion. Whoever's got it best.
3
Yeah, I think the
and
person who actually
3.
do this is
Presence plus
the one talking.
presence plus persuasion, you say?
Who's got the
I've-
highest?
I've got 6.
Oh, presence plus persuasion, I have 2.
Okay, so you're not the best
One
person.
and-
for that. All right.
No, I'm not. That's what I said.
3.
That's why I was like, you wanted
wow.
us to talk. We have social stuff, so let us talk.
Wait,
No,
seriously?
we have things in common, so I have to comment.
Yeah. Totally. And
Why
we
the hell
wanted
are you living here then?
Because we can't leave. We tried.
Why can't you leave?
Because they did this to us. I make my hand go liquid again.
Does
Right.
that prevent you from leaving the building?
No, but people chasing you down and stealing your loved ones and holding them hostage unless you come back.
You're gonna steal my loved ones and keep them hostage unless I come back?
Steve laughs.
Wait,
That's
was
not
that
us.
a funny?
That's not us. That's what we're saying.
Okay. Just the that's what Dunk did to us.
That's why we want him dead.
Tried to leave. We tried to get other people out with us, and it didn't work.
He was the one actually holding you captive.
Dunk is the only one who's allowed to
We
get
had
people
him in
out of
his
the building.
power, or we had him in our power.
We
Why,
tried.
why would he lie to us about that?
Because he's an
More close to
asshole.
that.
He die.
Well, if somebody was threatening you because you thought that they did something to you, wouldn't they lie like a rug to try and deflect blame?
I suppose it's possible.
When you were in the basement, do you remember a cat and a very tiny man or possibly a mouse helping you out?
I really didn't look like a mouse. I have to be honest. It was probably just confusing.
He was not one of the ones that you let out personally.
Okay.
So no, I got let out by one of the others.
Did you ask how they got out?
Well, they said the keys sort of showed up.
Because we made sure we tried to get you guys out, but
We were kind of hoping you would kill what's his name on the way out.
The mover.
Yeah, whose name we just
Yeah.
had said, and I am now blanking on Dunk.
Dunk.
Yes.
but we aren't good at planning things.
There was a power outage. Did you cause that?
Power outage.
Not intentionally.
Yes, we
Power
did,
outage?
guys.
Oh, wait.
You guys, we
Hold on.
did.
Which power outage is he talking about?
At the
The one
house.
that's in the house.
Yes, we did. We were trying to get you guys out. We were trying to get the police to discover all of the people that they buried in the
Oh,
back.
that power outage. Okay. For some reason, I thought we were talking about the fire there.
I also can do this. I cat and then uncat.
Okay, Tamsin, go ahead and give me presence plus persuasion. I think that's where you were going, right?
Biscuits, 1.
Okay, so you
One's
killed
not
the
enough.
power and then snuck inside, left us with the keys to the handcuffs, and left without ever revealing your presence here?
If we
Any of
revealed
us, knowing
again.
that we would probably want to destroy the ones who did this to us, and you're living and seeming to work for the organization that did this to us? Am I getting this right?
Yes.
But you need to understand we needed to not be seen there, or else
Why?
Because then
The
they kill our
hostage
families,
thing.
idiot.
the hostage thing.
Oh, okay. So why are you doing this to me now?
because
Doing what? The pancakes?
you would
Yes, the pancakes and all the other
We're-
stuff.
I mean, the pancakes aren't that bad once you get used to them. You attacked us. We're trying to.
No, why are you talking to me? Why am I not fucking dead?
Why would we?
Because
kill you?
you're not our enemy, dumbass. This is
But
me
what
calling
happens
from
if
around the corner.
these people that are holding your families hostage find out
Yeah.
that you're not destroying me
Well,
or handing me back to Dunk or whatever? Are you going to hand me back to Dunk?
No,
why? are you
No,
trying to
we're gonna let you
get-
go.
Hey, if you guys want me to talk, you gotta let me talk.
It's true. You guys are kind of like stepping
Like
on
you
the
say,
social.
hey, you should talk, and every single time I try and talk, you're like, let's talk over you, and I'm like,
sorry.
I actually probably do that in character.
Yeah. Yeah, Benji just says sorry from around the corner.
Because we aren't soulless.
I don't know about it.
We're trying not to be soulless.
So why don't you just? Okay.
Are you
Here's-
trying to argue with me that
There's a
killing
thing in the basement. Do you know about this? There's a thing in the basement that is just it's full of all the stuff that just like hurt us. And if you destroy it, I'm sure that would be the end of this building being able to do what happened to us. So why haven't you just wrecked it?
Because while you are technically right, it would probably also be the end of everything else in existence.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Actually, this is the part where I do need Benji to talk. So he's very sorry that he hurt you. Are you okay if Benji comes in? Because he is the guy who really has the handle on this stuff. I promise you aren't hallucinating. This is unfortunately very real.
So I come around from around the corner. I squat down next to him. And I say, "What do you want to know?"
Kill him! Kill him! That's Lefty.
Oh.
That's not a very good question.
If you let him go, he's going to bring more to us, and it will create additional complications.
Shut up!
He's not talking
Hear
to
me?
you. He's not.
Hey, you can hear me, can't you?
That's
All
right,
right,
he
so
can see
here's
it.
the deal. If you so much as like blink wrong, we are gonna fucking kill you. We're gonna murder you. And Righty's like, shouldn't we tell him about the portal thing? Shut up! Shut up! I'm talking now. And you know, I'm gonna have this conversation with him. Okay, so we're going to freaking murder you, and I bet we can find some sulfuric acid to put in that bath over there.
Can we
Green
hear?
tub.
No.
No, only
No,
Benji and
actually,
he can
you guys can hear him.
Oh, we can't. Oh, because we can't.
If they're exerting power over the situation, everybody can hear it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna kill you if you so much as blink wrong.
Okay.
Right? He's like, this is not helpful. Lefty, what is your deal?
Can't Solomon explain this?
Yeah. Maybe. Hold on. Benji's out of order.
I'm letting them fight it out for a minute, just to give him an idea of what I go through every day.
If we destroy the portal in the basement, it will cause the end of the world. That seems dramatic, but that's what will happen.
Oh, great. Now you decide to tell him the truth?
Righty is telling him the truth, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, shh, shh, shh. He may want to destroy the world. You don't know. You don't know.
All right. So, Solomon, maybe you should explain this, because I'm complicated right now.
Benji is party to his own Congress.
I'm squatting
through
the kitchen counter as lights shooting out of my pores.
God damn it. All right. So we're just going to have this conversation around righty and lefty. No, seriously. Don't listen to these two. What do you want to know? I'll tell you.
What the fuck are these?
They're manifestations of whatever the hell is in the basement.
That is such an oversimplification, says Righty.
That's the best way I can explain it. It's
his not being able to sleep.
He doesn't actually know. He doesn't understand us.
I
He doesn't
do
even
know.
try.
There's two different worlds, and one of you is from each of them, and you want to blow it up, and you want to maybe not do that. You're both fucking evil, and we're just trying to make sure the world doesn't get destroyed.
Okay, this is some strange shit that you're showing me.
Yeah. Well, normally nobody else can see these things, and they just yell at me invisibly. But they've decided that they want to in on the conversation, which doesn't happen very often. So you're welcome.
Oh, I feel so blessed.
But listen, we're sitting on this thing because the people that did this to us, they want to make more people like us. Like what happened to you. We don't want that to happen, but if we take it out of their hands entirely, then somebody else is going to snap up this building and they might destroy the world with it. We don't know.
Okay, so you've kind of self-appointed yourselves guardians of the universe?
Yes.
Not because we wanted to.
We could really, really use some help, though.
You want us to guard the house, the building?
I don't know.
Sure.
This is a really weird pitch.
We'd like to start with you not trying to murder us.
Well, we didn't try to murder you.
Yes, you did. You shot me as soon as I turned around the corner.
I was defending myself. You had a gun
No,
too.
you weren't. You shot me immediately.
Well, you
that
startled
other chick
me.
was bashing away at the thing that's holding the universe together.
Well, you looked pretty worried. Like I had to do something.
What?
You were trying to end the world, whether you knew it or not.
Yes,
Right.
I was very worried. You got me.
Okay. So you were worried not because you wanted to destroy us or kill us, but because you were worried that we were going to hurt the basement and cause the end of the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
We set you guys free. Like, I don't know. Obviously, we made a crucial mistake by not telling you it was us, but we're the ones who stole the keys from Dunk and got them to you. But we had to make sure that they didn't find out it was us. It was really important that
But
they
you
not
wanted
do that.
us to kill him.
What? Then you let him go and let him convince you that he was the good guy. That's fucked up. He's the one that was holding you.
We
You
figured
should
it
know
was
that.
pretty open and shut, but like I said, we're not great at planning things.
Yeah, I guess not. And you're
And apparently Dunk is a lot better at talking himself out of a deadly situation than we thought he would be.
Yeah. Because he was like, I don't know if he was killing or at least people that weren't doing well got themselves dead. And he was like putting them in the backyard.
in the backyard.
Yeah, the woods back behind that building that you were being hidden in.
Yes. What about?
Yeah, that's where they buried everyone else who didn't survive the process.
Jesus.
I know.
And you are working for them, sort of, even though you want them dead, because if you don't, the world might end. Because whatever takes them out might be worse than them.
I need
Well-
to pull up my cell phone. Quick cash. Hey,
Yeah.
Eric, I'm assuming that one site is still. I show him the murder site
Oh, okay. Okay.
on my phone.
They kind
Okay,
of got us
so-
over a barrel.
Yeah, I guess so. And now you have me over a barrel. And what do you want from me? You want me to guard the portal for you?
Well, at
Or-
minimum, don't kill us.
Don't
You-
bash
you-
the world-ending button with a crowbar.
And you have a group of people that are pretty damn effective at, fucking us up. We definitely would like to do that to some of the other aspects of the group that we're ostensibly working for, but we haven't exactly had the resources to do it. If you would like to work with us, we can definitely point you in the right direction of people to go fuck up.
Okay, this is a lot to take in, and it's
The people
late.
who actually are wanting to make you all monsters.
and wants to make more.
Why do they want to make us monsters?
They sell us.
And they haven't sold you yet?
No,
Not yet. They definitely sold somebody that used to be here with us, though.
I don't think they can sell me because I think I'm toxic.
Yeah, Steve's a special case.
He also might be, never mind, I'm gonna say that. And my boss is now incorporeal and in love with me and watches me when I sleep. So I have a very unfortunate armor.
A very unfortunate armor.
Yes.
to being sold.
Oh, okay.
Apparently
Yeah.
a very unfortunate amour, whichever way you prefer to pronounce it.
That was actually what I was thinking originally.
Yeah, I was like, is there pronunciation going on there? Okay, so you're going to let me go,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's it.
that's the plan.
You call me a cab?
sure.
You're a cab. Sorry, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm kind of
They do all the talking when you're supposed to be doing all the talking, and now you're the one cracking the jokes. What gives? Come
they're stealing my
on,
That
niche
guy.
protection, niche protection.
That guy's a comedian.
Listen, go back and talk to your people. Tell them what happened. Stay in touch. Listen, we should probably be working together, but it's also complicated because you guys escaped, which is great for you. Just keep in mind that they might try and come after your loved ones.
Yeah, probably will.
Because they're evil.
But so I guess what I'm saying is that we should probably not let them twig to the fact that we're potentially working together.
Okay.
They've got some other big thing coming that we just found out about, so maybe we can keep them occupied with that.
Oh, okay. Is there a way for us to contact you?
Yeah,
Question.
actually, I've got a way. Your group stole a laptop from us.
Oh, good. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
It's not
to be
ours.
clear, that was our first idea too, and it didn't work.
You couldn't steal a laptop? That seems like...
No, we stole it. It just didn't have anything particularly useful on it. You can't get into their stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we should be able to contact each other through it, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
But that, I don't know. Maybe that's not the best way to do it because the company might be able to see it. We're not sure.
If they didn't tap our phones, that would be great. But
Yeah, that's why our phones are in the microwave right now.
which is why you turned green.
Did I just turn green again?
Yeah.
yeah, he's angry about our phones being in the microwave.
Well, actually, Tamsin just improv using the phone to show the video. So for the
Oh,
Graveyard.
actually, mine probably isn't in the mic. It got pulled out of the microwave to show the site.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's also possible that Jared's in the room with us. So fuck,
he often is.
we have no idea. Well, I mean, actually, we probably checked to see if he was in the room
you
with
have
us.
the means of keeping him out now better than you did before.
Yeah. Well, we have the means of detecting him, and he can't go through the walls anymore. So
Right.
Yeah. And yes, this individual apartment is safe, even if the rest of the building is not.
But listen, like, I don't know, how should we stay in touch?
There's like things that will open that up there. Yeah.
Good question.
Please pause.
You brought on Okay, well that's not very far away. Okay, good night.
Did you give her a good brushing? I hope it wasn't too tangly. Yes.
I'll be one with that too.
All right.
You don't need your animals.
Hi. Oh.
Children.
Yep. All right. Good night, kiddo. Oof.
All right. What were we talking about? Oh my gosh.
How to get in touch.
How to get in touch with each other.
Yep.
Well, you have the laptop.
Yeah, let's use that for the moment. You could
You
also
know,
probably
really-
contact us through our attorney.
Okay. And that is
I wonder if we
He
could,
helped us set.
He's the one that was helping us sue the company. We're trying to keep our contact with him a secret from the company right now, but it should probably be safe for you to talk to him.
So we're trusting you with this.
be discreet.
I wonder if we could get him on Trash Talk.
Do we want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Just a
I think we
thought.
should. I think we should keep trash talk to ourselves for the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. If continued partnership seems.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Let me go.
All right, I unlock him.
All right.
All right, we're gonna
Call the
speak
cab.
for you, but it doesn't mean anything.
What?
We're gonna what?
We're giving the illusion that we're trying to keep him from leaving, right?
Why?
Because there's surveillance in the building.
Oh, God, that's a really good idea, Tamsin.
Okay. Tell you
and-
what. How about we give him a head start and he runs, and then we'll chase after ineffectually because he's really fast.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, he's really fast.
Yeah.
How fast is he?
Not as fast as you, Tamsin.
He's normal person fast.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not like unusually fast considering he just has some athletics.
All right. How about this? I need you to punch me.
I'll punch you.
Why do you need to be punched?
To explain why he gets hurt and why I can't catch him.
Okay.
Why doesn't he just have head start?
Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we can
I could still punch
dispense
you.
with overcomplicating this further and just let him go.
Okay.
And just say that you've covered that it isn't clear that he seems to have escaped.
We'll
Push
have
him out the window.
We'll have the taxi pick him up a couple blocks over.
All right. How about this? I will pretend to chase him, but not actually at full speed.
Okay.
That works.
Because I realized they don't know how fast I can go. So, because I don't know how fast I can go.
All right.
And then we go to bed.
Then you go to bed. All right. So you wake up, and are you playing receptionist still?
Yeah.
Do we have
All right.
Abby?
No,
Abby's
no
still
Abby
off
still?
doing other things. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna bring my rifle up to put under the desk this time.
Okay. When you get to the front desk, there's a little girl with tear-streaked eyes waiting for you.
Hello there.
Can you let me up to my house?
Of
I
course.
don't have my key.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, where do you live?
She gives you the condo number. Ah, strange. It's like right next door to Soul's.
Is Cosmo at the desk, or is he not?
Gotta
Or
sleep
is this
sometime.
is this later?
This is in the morning or when you wake up.
Yeah, Cosmo takes the desk overnight.
Yeah. It's really
Okay.
bizarre, but yeah, she was having a little difficulty communicating with Cosmo over that.
Okay. Does anyone live next to?
Someone used
Next
to.
to? Yeah, someone used to, but does anyone live there now?
Not since we exploded them.
20% of the units are still occupied, so maybe you would know though, Steve. You have
Yeah.
those records.
Yeah, I'm saying.
It's remember Brandon Hicks? I think that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Brandon Hicks.
No.
What is it?
Soul's like nemesis boss that he
My
used
old
to work
boss
for.
and fired me.
Oh
He
yeah.
died horribly as a result of this accident and had some daughters. And it was expected that like probably one of them, because it was one of the special units, one of them would diverge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So none of the others survived, but she did.
Huh.
She's just now showing up.
Apparently.
Well, yeah, she was in prison with everyone else, and somehow how the heck she got across town and all of this ridiculous zaniness and managed to get all the way home without something awful happening to her, or without being like picked up by the cops, or without just plain getting lost. Like, boy, someone must really be looking after her, or she must have blessing 5.
She spent all her bad luck for her whole life
Oh, man,
already.
we just got-
Hey, um, you know, I can take you there, but there's no one there anymore.
Where did my family go?
It's a good question. How about you have a seat and have some pancakes?
Well, it should be blessing 4, only 4.
Blessing 4. Okay.
If it's blessing 5, then somebody might still be alive. No. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Plot contrivance usually wins over
Luck.
luck.
Being nice to little kids.
And so you're comforting. Her name
I'm
is
comforting
Liz.
her and
Yeah.
trying to distract her as best I can for a little while until I figure out what I'm going to do
Yeah.
with little girl. Like a raccoon? You can bet him. He doesn't bite. Cosmo, don't you dare.
See. Tamsin, when you go to your let's see. I guess it really isn't, you're not going to work officially yet.
I'm gonna poke at people in trash talk and see if anyone else has any ideas of where to send this little girl who now doesn't have a family and is a deviant, so probably shouldn't be sent to an orphanage.
Or an orphanage.
But what?
Or an orphanage.
Well, it sounds like the GM might have something in store for me, so let me find out if I can answer you or not.
Okay. But I'm putting that out there. That thought out there.
Well, something tells you to go to your office briefly. And when you go there, someone has slipped an anonymous letter through the broken window. Basically says, we have your receptionist. If you don't release Saeed, we will execute her.
Son of a bitch.
Meet us at and Random Park.
Well, we already.
Well, we should probably go get her.
Yeah.
Hey, let's give him the little girl.
Wait, we have
What?
a little girl now?
Yeah, didn't you hear Steve?
I was distracted by a note. Wait, Steve, you have a daughter?
Nope.
He
Not
just
anymore.
That I know of.
a little girl into an empty apartment.
Yep.
What?
That's right. Her family died in the explosion, but she got lucky.
Okay. We can't leave her in an empty apartment.
No, definitely not.
Because she's not old enough to sign. And even if she was, I don't know if she'd have an income source to actually pay for it. And
Okay,
two,
so you cut out
it's
for a second, but I know
now-
exactly what you said while you were gone. So go ahead.
She's too young to sign a lease.
To sign a lease agreement, yeah. That's I filled in the gap for myself.
I'm curious to know
No,
what cut out. Because, I mean,
she totally belongs with those guys. Let her take care of her. Let them take care of her.
How about you at least stick her in my apartment?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's plenty of space in my apartment except that she'll die there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, except if she's already done this stuff, she might be safe. But I figure the optics might not be great.
Yeah. We could keep her up in Abby's room right now if she's indisposed.
How about we put her in my apartment?
Or your apartment works too. At least there she'll have a cat.
Yes.
Cat who can take the pain away.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
So, kiddo, I have a friend who you should stay with for a little bit while we work on finding your family. What? I'm not going to have this scene here.
Pan for gold in the backyard to find which corpse.
I know better than to have this scene here.
Well, okay, what? You're going to take her out into the woods and say, "Here's your family now, little girl."
No, we'll have that scene around the cat.
You're still going to owe him catnip when you're done.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's why Eric turned
Cat
green.
pillow.
Catnip.
Angry.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
All right, listen, we definitely got to go meet those people, though.
Yeah,
we do.
they might be talking out of their ass, but just in case they aren't. Plus, we just released him, so
We did. Yeah.
to the park. Oh my gosh, we're never going to sleep, are we?
We did.
We did. We did sleep. This is the morning.
We slept, then we visited
you mean.
Saeed.
No, we released Saeed and then we
Okay.
slept. And now it's
And
morning.
now it's the afternoon.
So when did they deliver that note?
Today.
Before we released him?
Probably.
Or maybe
He's probably been waiting in there the whole time.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna feel silly when they're like, oh.
Oh, no big deal after all. Unless Saeed didn't make it home.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's that too.
Ruh-roh.
Anyway,
Oh,
Did he tell us anything that we can? No, because we could have tortured it out of him. God damn it.
yeah.
call our attorney.
What were you thinking of, Benji?
What?
What was your train of thought there?
Oh, I was just trying to think if there was anything that he told us that, like that we could use to convince them that we had an amicable conversation. We let him go. But there isn't anything that I can think of. And
Could've
even
let
if there
him in
was
on
such
trash talk.
thing, we could have tortured it out of him, and they're not going to believe us. So.
We're just gonna hope that a bird delivered that in the middle of the night and not the middle of the day.
Right.
And I'm gonna bring my gun.
Yeah, if they're claiming they have Abby.
I'm gonna try something. I would like to see Saeed making it home.
Give me a clash of wills.
Okay.
Shadows of the past, you mean? Or
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
0.
Okay. It appears that something is blocking your perceptions.
Well, that didn't work. For reasons of blockage, I think. Not so much that he, like, I guess I probably don't know enough. Like, if I target something.
Okay,
Like,
actually, let's suss this out briefly because it isn't clear in the mechanics, and it's something I should probably clarify. Honestly, I feel like it should be a situation where either the person has to be present, or you have to be in a place where the event is supposed to take place, or should have taken place. Does that seem reasonable?
Let's see. Let me look.
I don't think that's clear in the in the write-up. I will admit
let's
that.
see.
I think although I guess it's a target, it's a directed effect.
Yeah, it is there. So
Okay, so it has to be something within 40 yards.
A character within range.
Okay.
Or my current location.
Okay, good. It is in there. Oh, good. Sometimes I remember to do things as a game designer. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to do that anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a target, I guess.
Okay.
All right. The end.
The end.
Okay. Well, so just so we're clear, we still have the same possibility in our back pocket, if we need to, where we could show them that we helped them escape if we need to.
yeah.
Yes, because we would be the target, or they
Right.
would.
Oh, and, right. Everybody involved was there. So,
True.
so I mean, but frankly, we're probably not going to think about whether he got home safe or not, because we wouldn't have any reason to believe that he didn't get back safe, right?
Yeah.
So let's
Not
go
yet, at
pick up
least.
Abby.
Yeah.
Yep. So, to the park.
To the park.
Two of us mean business, possibly.
And
Just two
four
of you,
them.
or is everyone going?
Everyone's going.
Everyone's going, yeah.
Touchdown.
Except for Cosmo, who is manning the receptionist desk, and Bjorn, who is manning the small child.
Catting for small child.
I love how your manticores are now in charge of like being like they're like your additional cover or something. Like,
Congratulations, Bjorn, you're a daddy.
like I'm just trying to imagine a cat babysitting any baby. Like, I mean, they can be nice to your small children, but it's, I don't know that babysitting is really a thing that you do.
No.
No.
I think of him more as a condo ambassador
Condo ambassador.
than a babysitter. Yes.
Well,
Whatever
she's wondering,
Cosmo
"Hey,
is,
I'm
he's
hungry."
the opposite of a condo ambassador.
you arrive at the designated place, and you don't immediately see. It's pretty far away from Serendipitous Gardens. It's probably like a good, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes drive from condo.
We take my
And,
car.
Yep, I'm sure you do. Suspension at all.
The suspension's okay.
Well, I've been working on it all morning, so I hope so.
Yeah. We'll say that it's afternoon. It's what we kind of knew that it was in the afternoon anyway.
Actually, should we maybe take somebody else's car?
No.
Okay,
Now it's a
because
threat.
I'm pretty sure that I suppose.
I mean,
anyway.
they know it's us.
So you get to the park and nobody shows up, which is, probably a relief. I mean, maybe Saeed got home and told them what was going on. The letter got there before they did, and so they're done. Although what they're doing with Abby, you kind of don't want to know, or you would like to know so that you can deal with it.
Yeah.
But at that moment, as you're kind of giving up on the idea that they're going to arrive, you get a warning over trash talk. Hey, Steve, there's some people here that are not residents who are coming inside. A couple of them have crowbars.
God damn it.
And
Oh,
I think
dear.
we'll stop there for the week for that.
Okay.
Well, time for the manticores to defend the building.
We told them
Manticore to the rescue.
not to hit the world-ending button with crowbars.
Stop hitting the world ending device with crowbars. Oh my gosh.
It's like the monster at the end of the book.
Yeah. That's a pretty good comparison, actually. You must not hit this with a crowbar, because if you do, it'll destroy the world. And we don't want to destroy the world, so please stop it! Oh my gosh. I've only read that book a few times. Arya loves that book. Like,
I'm not familiar with the book.
it's, oh gosh, it's so good. It was like one of my favorites as a child, as a very small child, like 3 or 4.
It's surprising because I'm familiar with almost every book.
Features Grover.
What is it?
It features Grover. It's a
okay.
picture book, and it basically has Grover reading the title of the book, saying there's a monster at the end of the book, and basically each page you turn, you get an increasingly frantic Grover trying to stop you from turning pages in increasingly desperate ways, including like tied ropes and bricks and
Yep.
bleeding.
Gotcha.
And of course, the monster at the end of the book is
Is Grover. Yeah.
Grover.
And then he tries to gaslight you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I knew it was fine.
You were so worried. But yeah, it's a fantastic book. But yeah, this is very much what's going on. Stop hitting it with crowbars! I am going to let your friend go so that you do not. But what are you doing?
But this is why we brought my car, because now we have to get back to the apartment really fast.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could outrun your
Go
car.
really fast.
Shoot, how fast can I go?
I'm pretty sure I calculated Baxter's speed at some point in time.
You did. It was really fast.
Very fast.
Invisible tiger speed.
Invisible tiger with the speed merit, the speed variation.
Yeah. And when you're changing not a human speed, but a tiger speed, it gets pretty silly.
Ah, yes.
Silly things are for Deviant.
Silly things. There are some things that are silly for Deviant. This has been a very horror-heavy session or so. Did we want to do a vignette? Or do we want to hold off for now?
All the vignettes I can think of are either spoilery or sad.
There's been a lot of sad.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't have enough parts for enough people.
I don't think we need to role play the family finding Charlie dissolving in the bathtub.
Oh, I call the 4-year-old.
I'll be Charlie.
Gosh.
Rachel, you be the corpse.
We'll skip that one.
I just said that.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Didn't hear it.
Good Lord. Or the little girl trying to get home
Yeah.
and her
Or-
Yeah.
nails.
The little girl trying to communicate with the cat where the peanut butter is,
Good times. Well, we did have sort of a pseudo vignette at the beginning with the
With the
that.
kitties in the office.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well. So I guess we'll wrap that. Couple things. I've completely failed to check all the beginning of the chapter stuff. My understanding was that last session nobody was able to pursue touchstones because of things and stuff.
Combat.
Basically,
We
one
were in combat.
Yeah.
So each of you gets a minor instability. Steve, it heals one of them back, so you basically net 0.
Okay.
Because of the guardian.
Yep.
One day I'm gonna kill off more of your loyalty touchstones. Then you won't be a guardian anymore. But
Well, you seem to be working on one right now, so.
it's quite possible.
Yeah.
And your gym teacher, I'm not gym teacher, personal trainer, slightly different things. Right?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a bit. We've
I
been
know
busy.
Gary has been off screen a lot lately. I could go after him if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. I didn't ask about aspirations. Let's see if they got touched.
I did mine.
No.
Mine did not.
No, you did not.
fix the windows.
Okay,
I
so
don't remember mine.
write some more conspiracy blog posts.
Did
So-
not do that.
Yep. So soul managed. Others did not. You guys got a lot of beats for bad stuff happening to you that you really didn't deserve, but not so much for aspirations. And of course, scars. I hit you with some scars a few times there. So Saul, what do you want your? Let me go through. Benji, what do you want next week's? You want to keep your aspiration or change it? Finish
Well,
the angel killing gun.
I figure I probably should change it because we haven't pushed
Move
a week
forward. Yeah.
in multiple sessions. So
Okay.
I guess finding Abby is going to be the new one.
Yeah,
I mean, she's
find
not one of
Abby.
my touchstones, but she's one of our friends.
Yeah, that's true.
God help me if I'm going to let what happened to the telepath happen to her. So
Yeah. I feel like I need to change mine to that too. Because
Okay.
I'm definitely, it's not like I'm going to go into next session and be like, gosh, I hope I write those stories for
Posts,
the
yeah, it's not really
website.
high on the
Yeah.
list. Saul, what is your aspiration for next week?
Find Cornelius.
And Cornelius, okay. And Tamsin, still fixing all the broken points of entry, or something else?
Abby seems a bit more important at the minute.
So
Find the
everyone's-
touchstone.
Yeah. Yeah, find the touchstone seems like a pretty good game to play right now.
Possibly have dueling touchstones at the moment. Do I endanger one touchstone to save the other?
What is a challenge? Okay, so we'll just-
That is the question.
That we had new touchstone. Cornelius is a wavering conviction touchstone now. So you're going to be looking for him, I imagine, in part to affirm that touchstone, correct?
And to kill him.
And to kill him, of course, but
Affirm/murder.
well, you have to affirm before you can really get the bonus from murdering. Is the problem.
So you need to menace them a little bit first?
You do. You have to menace them.
That's
the reason
very
that
deviant.
Yeah, deviants do not just flat out kill someone as soon as they dislike them a little. They have to. It's really like.
To work up to it.
Yeah.
Hey, so a quick question about Shadows of the Past. What happens when Shadows of the Past happens in combat?
I think, and because we have it involuntary, I think it's more important to think about this. I think that some time passes when Shadows of the Past is activated. It probably isn't
Correct.
one for
And-
one.
Does it
It
stun
is,
everybody though?
So at least what's written comments that the caster, I'll use that term, I guess, is in a trance and non-responsive while it's happening, and it said that the visions can last anywhere from a single turn to several hours.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on how long that targeted vision is. It might be a quick thing, it might be a long thing.
I think
You'd
it
imagine that
could
if-
potentially get all of you, but I don't think it's guaranteed to do so. And you know me better than to think that I'm going to get you all killed in the process.
I was just curious, I was just curious what the utility is of trying to convince them not to kill us in combat. If they're like in the process of shooting at us, using that as hey, here's something we can drop into your head so that.
Okay. Well, I suppose that
I was just curious what would happen.
I suppose if you rope everybody in, then everyone that goes through the Serpique ride and it's kind of combat stops for a while.
Right.
That's an interesting thought. I suspect because they'd be unwilling victims, you'd have to be directed, or it would effectively be directed. It would be they would get a contested against it.
Sure. Yeah.
So some might not be affected, but
I don't know if they're not willing. I don't think I can bring them, because magnitude 3 reads that I may share the vision with any number of willing companions.
Okay, so it is all right. So the option of making unwilling isn't there for it. Again, the designer sometimes thinks of these things. It doesn't remember.
Okay, so we can't use it to
offensively.
Okay, all right.
You can't use it to stun the enemy while you shoot them.
What? No, I wasn't trying to shoot them while doing so. I was trying to be like, I mean, this happened to all of us. I didn't realize that we were willing.
You're part of the cohort, and the first time is fun.
Right, exactly. So I just had no idea how that worked.
Yeah.
But we can prove it if we need to.
Yeah.
We just have to calm them the fuck down first.
That could be a challenge in itself.
Yep.
All right, so chapter beat. Okay.
Eric lost me.
So 3 beats apiece and 1 beat the beat jar. What?
3 you said?
3, yep.
Okay. 2, 3.
Does anyone have experience you want to spend?
Nope.
Nope.
Can I buy a new universe in case this one blows up?
You already got. I already gave you 2. If you can't keep at least one of them intact, I don't know how to help you.
You have to sit in the tunnel until you know where to go.
Sit in the tunnel and think what you've done.
Sit in the tunnel. Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Go to your tunnel, Dunk.
Oh my gosh, I keep on forgetting that you kind of still want to do that to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's plan A right now.
Well, no, I would argue plan A is see what's up with Abby. Correction. Plan A, stop the world from ending. Plan B, see what's up with Abby. Plan C, stick Dunk in a tunnel.
I might put Dunk higher than.
Well,
It's conviction touchdowns. All right.
the 2 of us who have her higher have the mind manticores. So
All right. I think we'll wrap up for the week then and discuss 2 weeks from now. Again, I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer of the Deviant the Renegades line. This is my regular tabletop group meeting in quarantine. I would introduce yourselves one more time.
Jake playing Steve.
Oh, playing Benji.
Rachel playing Campson.
And Mark playing Solomon.
Thank you.